Yale University told a student by the name of Frances Chan that her body mass index was too low, and they began requiring her for weekly weigh-ins and urine tests to prove that she didn't have an eating disorder. It felt really bad to be this powerless. I ate ice cream twice a day. I ate cookies. I used elevators instead of walking upstairs, but I don't really gain any weight. And then from her Huffington Post piece, where she was basically saying that she didn't want to be subjected to this anymore. No more weigh-ins, no more blood draws. I don't have an eating disorder, and I will not let Yale Health cause me to develop one. If Yale wants to kick me out, let them try. In the meantime, I'll be studying for midterms, doing my best to make up for lost time. So there's obviously many things going on here. Does the school have a right to force her to eat, basically? She doesn't think so. She also said that her whole family is very trim in frame and thin, which, I mean, what right does the university have to tell?
To intervene like that? They don't. No, well, I mean, they can make suggestions. They can stop and say, hey, I think that you're about to die, and we can make an intervention in that way. Right. But otherwise, this is egregious. Egregious. Yeah. I would
this
call it
happened to me at UVA. They said that I was too slight, and they made me eat.
An 8-pack, come on, that's not healthy.
Come on. No, but it's true. It's very odd. I mean,
it's just weird.
It's weird, right? That's what I mean. It's like, is there something parental about a university? Do they have some sort of parental responsibility? I'm asking that seriously.
To play devil's advocate.
Seriously,
I think that they probably just have a policy in place in which the nurses are supposed to routinely watch out for possible risk cases, because eating disorders do develop when you're in a university, and it's probably just a person who's way overzealous and is taking their job too seriously and won't let this girl go. Some people don't have eating disorders.
But here's the thing, John. Like, what if she did have an eating disorder? I mean, what, like.
Well, you can't kick her out based on that.
I'm not in favor of eating disorders, and I'm sure that if she had one, that she would be able to get some kind of help for that. But she actually had to get to see a new physician in order to get them to lay off of her. And to post on Huffington Post to actually bring this public and say, I will not be essentially force-fed anymore.
And thin shaming.
Right, if they thought she had an eating disorder, and I'm not an expert in this, but isn't just giving her a lot of food not the answer?
Eat a ton of ice cream.
Just keep eating ice cream.
But what if we took the story the other way? That's what I was thinking, that if there was an obese student and the university got involved, wouldn't people be going crazy, right? People would be going crazy and saying they have no right to tell this person how to live or how to diet or things like that. And I think that would be legit. So there is, I know it's not exactly the same, but it's pretty close, I think.
Well, look, I think it's a good reversal.
I think it's almost exactly the same, actually. It's a university telling someone how they should look or how healthy they should be, and that's a personal choice.
I mean, I think when you frame it that way, as it's the university doing it, then that almost everybody will oppose that. When it's a nurse or a doctor, I think that in America, doctors don't do enough to tell people what they should be doing in terms of their diet. I think that they let almost anything slide, and you can definitely go too far, and I think that in this case they did. But if someone's morbidly obese and they come in, if you don't mention the possibility that they could check in and you confirm with blood tests that they're actually unhealthy and not just heavy, if you don't do anything to change that, then I think that you've kind of missed the point of being a doctor at that point.
Of course, but that's a nurse or a doctor, not the school itself. She is, by the way, going to continue to be monitored by Yale Health, but she only has to check in once a semester now.
That's good.
And they were checking her every few weeks before.
That's so weird.
It's a weird world, though, because in my 3rd semester at college, I ate ice cream and cookies every day and used the elevator, and the only thing that happened is that I gained a ton of weight. But she gets off the hook somehow. Thanks a lot.